Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
All right, can you guys hear me? There we go. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, good stuff. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. We're in the top of the second of this Padres Dodgers game. Appreciate you all so much for being on here. We tried to rush as quickly as we possibly could. Again, I apologize about the audio problems. Nothing much that I could do there. But anyhow, top of the second, 2 away, 2 balls, 1 strike in the 2-1. That's grounded foul over towards the right side. This is Max Muncy, by the way, that's up for the Dodgers. We'll catch you up on the scoring in just a little bit. But obviously, we want to make sure that we get all of our things up and correct, especially on the vertical side if we cut some shorts. Good stuff. And we'll put the 3D graphic up too. Nice. Max Muncy is up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Michael King is on the bump. And the 2-2 on the way. And that is going to be taken for a called ball. But this is going to be challenged. That looked like it was a strike. This is challenged, and that is strike 3. And we're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 San Diego. Okay. I made the lineups beforehand, because they released this earlier today. Let's catch up on everything that's been going on. 1 second. Where are we? There we go. Bottom of the second. So, Padres challenged the pitch, and Max Muncy struck out looking. So he's down on strikes to end the second inning. Miguel Andujar hit a homer off of Yoshinobu Yamamoto in the bottom of the first, and that is how San Diego was able to strike first. There we go. Table tennis lover is here. What's going on? Please hit that thumbs up button on your way in. Thank you so much for being on here. Let's go. All right, so we're going to the bottom of the second. Tatis ended up lining out over to short. Andujar hit a homer. Gavin Sheets struck out swinging. And Manny Machado got on with a walk. And Xander Bogaerts, what did he do? Xander Bogaerts ended up flying out over to right field. Ohtani for the Dodgers ended up flying out to left. And then it was Mookie Betts who ended up getting on with a single out to left. Freddie Freeman, so far 0 for 1, struck out looking, and then Betts got caught stealing. It was a strike him out, throw him out. And so that is how the inning ended. And then in the top of the second, Kyle Tucker flied out to center. Will Smith struck out looking, and so did Max Muncy. Yamamoto on the bump, facing Michael King for the San Diego Padres. Let's put this down. Good stuff. Yes. You guys can hear me loud and clear, right? How was the Phillies game? The Phillies game was great. The Phillies came back. Here's Jackson Merrill, and he's going to dribble this one over towards the first base side. Yamamoto's going to try to get to the bag, and he just does, and he beats Merrill by about a quarter of a step. 1 away, bottom of the second. Excellent play there. 1-0 lead for the San Diego Padres. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Phillies game was awesome. Table tennis, another good comeback went late, except I talked for 8 minutes in my post-game show, and nobody could hear me. That was odd. That's never happened to me before. Never happened to me. I'm frustrated that happened. Castellanos is up in the pitch. That's a little bit low for a ball. You think that they'll bring out Miller tonight, says Dilly. They might. Absolutely they might. They just got to get the lead. The pitch to Casty, ground ball hit over to shortstop, and Betts picks it up, fires it over to first, and there is out number 2. The score's going to be 10-9. Ooh, 10-9 final score. Tell you what, if the Padres win this game, they get the lead back in the NL West. If the Dodgers win, then they go up 1.5 games above the San Diego Padres. It's a full crowd. I think it's sold out. Wow. It's a good mix of Dodgers fans and Padres fans. There's a very good mix of both. It's pretty even. Here's Ramon Laureano, the former Oriole, in the box. Also a former Brave and an Athletic. 0-1, swing on the miss. Yamamoto throws the curveball, and it's nasty. No balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 San Diego. They got a solo homer from Miguel Andujar in the bottom of the first. Yamamoto gets set, kicks, fires, and that swung on and missed. Went to the splitter, it worked, and we're going to go to the third. Okay, so we're going to go to the third inning. Pages, Hernandez, and Kim are due up. Cheers, everybody. Gosh, this Phillies team is fun. How's everybody doing in the chat? Now, one Dodgers player has more homers than Mickey Moniak. That's still wild to me. Max Muncy's the only one tied with him. Shohei Ohtani has 7 homers this year. Freddie Freeman has, what, 3? 4. Freddie Freeman has 4. And Kyle Tucker, their big acquisition, so far just 4 homers for him. Just 4 homers for Kyle Tucker. Crazy stuff. I'm going to read the stat to you, by the way. Ready for this? This is the Dodgers over their last 7 days. Okay. Andy Pages over his last 7 days, 3 for his last 26. 4 runs scored, 1 homer, 6 RBI. Mookie Betts, 182 over his last 7 days, 4 for 22. Freddie Freeman, 4 for 21 over his last 7 days. Shohei Ohtani, 8 for 22. That's really good. He's starting to heat up. And Teoscar Hernandez has been on a tear now as well. 11 for his last 27. But you think about Will Smith hitting 263. You think about Kyle Tucker Freddie Freeman batting less than 200. You think about Betts batting less than 200. And Pages. Crazy. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Pages. That's a foul ball. Andy has had a fantastic season. He's just been cold over the last week. Dan, thank you so much, my friend. You're so much fun that when I see your logo, I tune on in. You are the man. 1-2 pitch upstairs for ball 2. Shout out to Dane. By the way, chat, we are 33 subscribers away from getting to 10,200 subscribers. Two balls, two strikes. The 2-2 pitch. That's a foul ball over towards the right side. Listen to this, Dodgers and Padres fans. The Giants are down 5-1 to the Arizona Diamondbacks in the bottom of the second. 5-1. 2-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. If we actually take a look at the NL West standings right now, well, the Padres are half a game in back of the Dodgers. The Diamondbacks are 6 games in back of LA, and San Fran is 9. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Michael King with another K. That is 3 strikeouts in a row for King in this game. Something else that's interesting, the Washington Nationals were down against the Mets. The Mets actually were up in that game by a score of 5-3. And then the Nationals tied it up in the bottom of the 8th. They're going to the 12th, tied at 6. 1-0 pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike to Teoscar Hernandez. These late night West Coast games are so much better after a Phillies W, aren't they? 1-1 pitch, that's outside for ball 2. They definitely hit differently, for sure. They hit a lot differently. But it's clutch either way. Next pitch, foul ball. It's great either way, because if they play bad, it's like we can look and see like how can they improve. We can also talk more about it, and we don't have to ignore the elephant in the room. 2-2 pitch, bouncing ball hit over towards second. Tatis plays it on a hop, throws it over to first, and there's out number 2. And then after a win, we can just, pick our feet up, relax, just be loose. It's awesome. It's a great thing. And we can also have more conversations. That's the cool part about it as well. That's a filler term for me. That's the cool part about it. The pitch. That's going to be in there for a strike. Oh, 1 swing and a miss. 1-0 San Diego on a solo home run from Miguel Andujar. 0-2. It's outside for a ball. We're really closing the gap on the Braves. 7 games feels like nothing coming from where we were a few weeks ago. That's baseball. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Michael King is in cruise control right now. He has struck out 4 of the last 5 batters that he has faced. As a matter of fact, he has really struck out 5 of the last 7 batters that he has faced. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's a 1-0 lead for San Diego. Boy, oh boy. Mets and Nationals are tied 6-6 in the 12th. Also, the Colorado Rockies lead at 6-2 against the Texas Rangers. That's in the bottom of the 6th. The A's and the Angels are scoreless in the bottom of the 3rd. The Astros and the Twins are in a rain delay. It's 3-0 Minnesota. It's a 1-0 lead for the Seattle Mariners. Julio Rodriguez hit a solo home run. That game is an underrated one. White Sox, Mariners, that's a good one. The Diamondbacks lead at 5-1 against the Giants in the top of the third inning. And those are all the games that are on right now. That's it. That did happen a few weeks ago. You should have someone close to you who can hit your cell if that happens with the audio. No, that was when people tried to call on in. That wasn't my mic. That was oh, you're saying that was a Rodecaster problem? Yeah, it was. It's really odd. Yeah, you're right. I see what you're saying. That was a Rodecaster problem. That was a different thing, but you're right. Did it happen? Did it happen like right after I hung up? I'll have to go back and listen to it. Bottom of the third, 1-0 San Diego, and the pitch is down for a ball. I've seen it happen to other streamers too. I know I'm not the only one, but it's annoying. And it's got to be annoying for you guys. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Like, if that happens during the World Series, I mean, like, the timing of that was just terrible. I see what you're saying. 1-1 pitch, line drive, hit out to left field, and it's caught on the backhand by Teoscar Hernandez. And there's one gone in the bottom of the third. Whoever just subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Someone's trying to mute/censor JJ. He speaks too much truth. Well, I've been told by people to shut up. The pitch is taken down for a ball. It's not fun when we can't hear you, but we certainly amuse ourselves. I'm happy that you guys find ways to do that. 1-0 pitch. That's a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Haley, you got good takes. You really do. Justin, you got great takes. Long ball, you have good. And Morty has great takes. I mean, like, y'all have. You guys are smart, man. You really are. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. I was saying, as the count is now 2-2, the one thing that I said, somebody was talking about how bringing back Zach Wheeler was huge, and I actually brought up the question, which none of you could hear. But I said, you know, when Rob was here, as the 2-2 is grounded over towards third, and the throw over to first is just in time for out number 2. Tatis was out by a quarter of a step. I asked, you know, with JT being out, and with Duran being out, and with Zach Wheeler being out, does that play a factor as to why they're doing better now too? Because I think the answer to that is yes. When Duran came back, that was a huge relief. When JT came back, that was a big relief. And when Zach Wheeler came back too, things just look a lot better. Like, those 3 guys are so valuable. They really are. Duran's your best pitcher out of the bullpen. Zach Wheeler is another ace on your staff. And JT just is so valuable at his position. So I'm also wondering if it's not just the Mattingly thing. I'm wondering if just the guys coming back help out too, because I feel like that has to play an impact. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. We keep talking about how great Don has been, but I think that certainly adds in another layer to this whole thing too. 1-2 in the pitch. Line drive, base it out to left field. And there's a 2-out single here in the bottom of the third inning by Miguel Andujar. He's 2 for 2 today. I gain more sports knowledge from you, JJ, than any Philly sports talk radio, and that's the absolute truth. Our one local station in particular is all about hot takes, and it gets so old. I got something to say about that. I appreciate that, man. The pitch, and that's taken in there for a strike. I like what we do because, again, like we call it, I try to call it like what it is, but I try to educate myself, and I try to learn as I go. And of course, like I'll give like my takes and I'll give my analysis, but I think it's important that we get to experience these things together and just be willing to learn. Like that's my goal on here, is to make you guys learn something every single day. I strive that to be a goal for myself. I'm always learning, and I'm wrong a lot of times, but I still like to learn. 0-2 pitch, ground ball hit over to shortstop, and here's the throw over to first. That's in time, and there's out number 3. We're going to go to the 4th. It's a 1-0 Padres lead. But back to your point. I'm listening to Sports Talk Radio today, and somebody was talking about how maybe we need to apologize to Dave Dombrowski. And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, here's people that, again, are jumping the gun, that are just, wondering. Of course, like you can wonder, like, what's going to happen with this team. But we have people that are just, like, this team is going to win the World Series. This team is going to, like, not make it to the playoffs still. And we just hear all these different types of things. I'm just like, can we just live in the moment? Can we just soak up what they're doing right now? Because that's what I want to do. We can think about like all these hypotheticals. We can think about, and like some of them are like really good questions. But like the Dave Dombrowski thing really got me, because Dave didn't really make the team better. Like the whole goal for Dave was to make this team better heading on into the season. And he didn't do that. He didn't really make them better. The goal was to get them back to being a contender. That was the goal. So apologize to Dave. I can't get behind that. That's just me, though. Being able to debate and speak freely with respect isn't something you find often on the internet, says Haley. It's true. First pitch to Shohei Ohtani. That'll be in there for a strike. If you're just tuning on in to this Padres Dodgers game, let me know what you guys think about that. Like, does that happen like in your sports talk towns? Next pitch is outside for a ball. I said a few weeks ago, the names on the jerseys don't change. They would turn it around. Just needed a spark to get this fire started. What does Bruce Springsteen say? You can't start a fire without a spark, even if it goes higher. Wait, is that what it is? Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Now, why am I forgetting the lyrics? Am I just that bad right now? 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. This one's for higher, isn't that what it is? The 2-1 pitch, and it's in there for strike 2. What's the lyric, chat? I think it's fine if it's sincere. However, I feel who I'm speaking of does it just for rage bait. Yes. 2-2 pitch, and that's outside on the way for ball 3, which I understand because apparently it works. I just don't enjoy it, says Justin. I don't like it either. 3-2. That's way outside for ball 4, and Ohtani gets on with a leadoff walk. I hear it all the time, though, on the airways. But the one thing that I have learned from our radio station, from our radio stations, I should say, is that the hosts really try to come up with talking points for people to call on in. And that's something that I take a lot of pride in. I really do. And I'm trying to do that a little bit more. I didn't really like tonight's one. I felt like I could have gone a little bit of a different direction with that. But what angle should we take? You know, like how should we phrase this question? Like I thought the other day when I'm a Believer was stuck in my head, I thought that was a really good one. Are you a believer? Do you like Smash Mouth? Do you like the Monkees? Because I do. I love Shrek. That song was stuck in my head. I'm a believer in this baseball team. No balls, 1 strike. Top of the 4th. 0-1 pitch to Mookie Betts. Line drive, it's caught over at short. And they're just going to get 1 out. And Ohtani stays right where he is. I'll tell you the lyrics, but only if we get some Springsteen karaoke. Can't start a fire. Can't start a fire without a spark. I think it's this one's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. I think it's this one's for hire. I think that's what it is. The pitch, nets outside for a ball. This is Freddie Freeman up to bat. 1-0, top of the 4th. Michael King has been pitching very well so far. If you're a Padres fan, that's really encouraging. The toss back over to first, and that is not in time. That's what it is, right? I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. 1 ball, no strikes, and the 1-0 is outside. Here's the throw to second base, and Ohtani is swiped out at second base. Wow. Now, what a swipe that was, too, by Xander Bogaerts. He just got him on the letters. 2 balls, no strikes. That throw by Rodolfo, Bogaerts had to go chase after it, and Ohtani was just so late to the bag, Bogaerts had to make the catch and just swipe him, and he got him right on the letters. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. That was awesome. 2-1 is the count, top of the 4th, and the 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. For those of you who are Padres/Dodgers fan, when did your fandom start? 2-2. That's down and in for ball 3. Tell you, my favorite Dodger growing on up, Matt Kemp. For sure. Has to be Matt Kemp. Andre Ethier was great, though, too. Yeah, he was. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Michael King gets himself another strikeout. He has been untouchable so far. Unbelievable, really. Juan's here. What's going on, Juan? How you doing? So Dodgers are selling. Tell you who else I really liked as a player, Rafael Furcal. That guy was one of my favorites when I was growing up. Played for the Marlins, too, I think he did. Person I didn't like facing, though, O-Dog. Oof. Orlando Hudson. I liked Orlando Hudson when he was on the Padres, but I didn't like it when he went over to the Dodgers and we had to play against Orlando Hudson. No. James Loney as well. Another one of those guys. I have respect for Chris Taylor, Kike Hernandez. I liked it when Zach Greinke was on your team. And then the Padres. I said O-Dog. I liked it when O-Dog was there. When Matt Kemp was there, too, that was cool. David Eckstein. Adrian Gonzalez. Nick Punto. Kevin Kuzminoff. Chase Headley. That was a good one. Chase Headley. What was that? What was he, like 2013? That was like his only good year. Shout out to Chase Headley. Furcal was a Brave, too. Oh, that's right. He was a Brave. I forgot Rafael Furcal was a Brave. I remember Escobar was a Brave. Chat, this is from actually one of our radio stations. This is from 97.5 The Fanatic. Alec Bowman, his first 35 games. 159 average, 1 homer, 15 RBI. That's what he was doing. In 35 at-bats in 9 games since sitting out 2 days, he's hitting .429. He has 3 homers and 6 RBIs. Here's Manny Machado. The ball is 1 strike, and the 0-1 swing and a miss. So it's no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Check swing, did he go? They say no. All right, I gotta know how the Buffalo game is going. It's in overtime? Oh my gosh, it's in OT. The pitch, swing and a miss. Dude, the Buffalo game's in OT? One of my favorite all-time Phillies Dodgers moments. I don't even have to read the rest of it. Jimmy Rollins, I was at that game. Beautiful. The pitch is taken outside. Jimmy Rollins with that walk-off double against Jonathan Broxton in the 2009 NLCS. Manny Ramirez was already headed to the locker room thinking that they won. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Casey Blake, I also really enjoyed watching him. But I didn't like Casey Blake when he had that walk-off 2-run base hit against us. Oh, no, that was Andre Ethier, but Casey Blake tied it. Oh, that was awful. 2 balls, 1 strike. Was that Lidge closing that year? Must have been. 2-1 pitch, and that's down for ball 3. I do remember the Manny Wood nonsense. 3 balls, 1 strike. Yamamoto kicks, fires, and Bogarts fouls it off. You guys excited about Lou Gehrig's day? Excited about the event? I'm excited. 3-2 pitch, and there's a called strike 3, and there's out number 2 in the bottom of the 4th. All right. I think it's going to be fun. I'm not planning on doing this like every single month, but I did the FD thing because we got to 10,000. Like, that was huge. This is just a big thing for baseball. And because there's a lot of baseball fans, I feel like that not everybody really understands what ALS is, and it's important for us to be able to talk about it. You know? we can still have fun. Like, we can still do baseball for sure, but I think we should educate, and I think that we should definitely raise awareness and try to just spread the word, spread love, and just do good, you know? The pitch is grounded back over towards Yamamoto, and the toss back over to first is in plenty of time for out number 3. I don't expect everyone to donate. I really don't want you to feel like you have to do that, but I would just appreciate it if you guys were here and if you just spread the word, because the experience to me is what really matters, and I mean that. But yeah, I do remember that game. We have some good side conversations in this chat for sure. I agree. Yamamoto's starting to settle on in. He is. Chris with the sub. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate you. Oh, man. You know, the Mets, they were tied 6-6 in the 12th inning. They've scored 8 runs in the 12th. 8 runs. It's 14-6 New York. Out in D.C. That game's been going on forever. 12-6 game. Here's Kyle Tucker. Tucker will stare at strike 1, right down the middle. And it's no balls and 1 strike. Over his last 10 games, he has doubled 6 times. He has also scored 4 runs. 0-1 pitch. That's inside for a ball. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch to Tucker. And he just got in front of that early. I'll be at the Mets-Nationals game tomorrow. Really? Ooh, who you see? Let me double check that. Oh, you get to see Griffin against McLean. Griffin? Foster Griffin has, I mean, besides his last outing, he's been overall pretty strong. He had a really good outing against the Marlins. He had a great outing against the White Sox. He had a good outing against the Braves, too. Yeah. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. And there's a called strike 3. Michael King has just been unbelievable. This will be challenged, I believe, by Tucker. And they're showing a replay. That is another strikeout for Michael King. Michael King has been phenomenal in this game. That was a 92-mile-per-hour sinker. King has struck out 7 batters. The pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. The most that he's struck out this year is 8. The last time that he actually had double figures in strikeouts was April 1st of last year against Cleveland. No balls, 2 strikes, and the 0-2 is down and away for a ball. It's now 16-6 New York. They put up 10 runs in the 12th inning. 1-2. That's down and away for ball 2. 10 runs in the 12th inning for the New York Mets. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Another swing and a miss for Michael King. Just pure dominance tonight from him. He's throwing the fastball right on by Will Smith. Looks like Smith thought that it was going to go out towards the middle of the plate, and then it just took a sail towards the inside edge. There's 2 away. And here's Max Muncy, who takes a violent swing and gets nothing but air. Got fooled on the changeup with all his might. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Another really good changeup thrown by King. What is he on? He is just like toying with the Dodgers. No, 10 runs in the 12th. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. Michael King dominating in full action. He has 9 strikeouts in 5 innings. The Dodgers just have 1 hit. Unbelievable. That is insane. 73 pitches, 47 strikes, 1 walk, 1 hit, no runs, and 9 chairs. Yamamoto, 4 innings, 4 strikeouts, 2 hits, 1 earned run, and 1 walk. Did they pick up Taiwan Walker? Yeah. It's unbelievable. It is. Maybe the Nationals should be given like 2 ghost runners. Ugh. Excuse. Unbelievable. Folks, if you are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies baseball. We also do other Major League Baseball games as well. We will be on for the Phillies game tomorrow, and then I am going away on Wednesday, and I will probably be back Saturday night. But yes, I am being surprised by my family. My dad is not telling me where we're going. I don't have a clue. And I'm excited. But this will be my last trip for a while. Then you got me for pretty much most of the summer. Really. Nick Castellanos comes on up. And the pitch is taken down for a ball. I might take a couple of days off here and there, but I'm definitely going to try to do as much as I possibly can. One ball, no strikes. The pitch, and that's in there for a called strike. JJ, as we talked about before, the Phillies only struck out 3 times tonight. They're getting better. They are. Absolutely. 1-1 pitch to former Philly Nick Castellanos, swing and a miss. It's now 1-2 to Casty. Over his last 5 games, he's 5 for 17 with a double, 2 homers, and 7 RBIs. And 3 runs scored as well. That might be impacting him too. 1-2 pitch, fouled off. And that'll be a souvenir. So in case you didn't hear it before, we got ourselves a new bot. Stream Elements, as the 1-2 pitch is inside for ball 2. What's happening is that there's been a lot of controversy around what's been going on with them. and they might be going. So, and they gave us a couple of problems a little bit lately, so we were like, you know what, we're just gonna get a new bot. And so we got ourselves Streamlabs. And so far, so good. It's been working good. Would you say so, mods? 2-2. That's inside for ball 3. The 3-2 pitch to Castellanos, and it's popped up out over towards shallow right field. And Tucker gets there, makes the grab. He was jogging on in, and then he was sprinting in, and then he sort of stopped, and he got there. Took him by surprise. Not that I often care to watch a Mets recap, but I'll have to see what happened there. That's really crazy. Oh, the Nationals got a run back, but they're down to their final strike. Down to their final out, actually. The pitch. It's 1 ball, no strikes. He is a Giants fan. 1-0. The pitch is outside for ball 2. I don't think that's too bad. Yeah, we'll see. We'll keep our eyes on it. The 2-0 pitch. That's a little bit inside for ball 3. Tonight it worked. I think it worked good tonight, but we'll keep monitoring it. 3-0 pitch, and that'll be in there for strike 1. Rodolfo Duran is up next. They won. 3-1 pitch. Line drive hit out to right field. Tucker's there, makes the grab, and there's out number 2. Oh, that's so awesome. Dude, that's great. I was hoping that Montreal would win. The Habs advance. Wow. 2 away, bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. Scott Van Pelt. Oh, Buffalo. I gotta watch the highlights of that, don't I? The pitch. So now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And Spurs Thunder 91-90 with 2:35 to go. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. That's outside for ball 2. If you're just tuning on in for the first time, welcome aboard. My name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you like the style, if you like what you hear, make sure that you guys comment down below and join in on the conversation if you can. Or just sit back and tune on into the game. That's cool, too. 2-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. The San Diego Padres, by the way, if they win, they take the lead in the NL West. Two balls, 2 strikes, the 2-2 pitch upstairs for ball 3. San Diego just swept Seattle. Three-two pitch just inside for ball 4. And Rodolfo Duran is going to get on. They'll go on over to first base with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. And here's Fernando Tatis Jr. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. First pitch to Tatis. That's a splitter in there for strike 1. A 2.29 average for Fernando. He's 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out. The 0-1 to Tatis. Foul ball. Xander Bogaerts leads the team with 9 homers. Actually, sorry, Gavin Sheets leads the team with 9 homers, but Xander has the highest batting average at 258 and also has the most runs batted in with 23. The ball's 2 strikes to Fernando, and the 0-2 is outside for a ball. More heartache for Buffalo fans. How does it continually happen? Dude, that city has been going through a lot. Really. The 1-2 pitch, and that's down for ball 2. Miguel Andujar homered off of Yamamoto in the bottom of the 1st. That's all the scoring so far. It's 1-0 San Diego. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. A runner on over at first. And the pitch to Fernando Tatis. Strike 3 called at the knees. And there is out number 3. We're going to go to the top of the 6th inning. It's a 1-0 ball game. Yamamoto gets a strikeout. Okay. So, there we go. That is a strikeout. All right, so I want to make sure that I announce this for those of you who didn't hear this earlier. I want you guys to hear this from me before I make a post about it. So, yeah, let's go to the monologue screen. There we go. I didn't get a chance to change my graphics, and I apologize. But here's the news. Okay, so I'm not planning on doing like a charity stream every month or so. I'm not, but I did want to obviously try to do a couple of more this year, at least a couple. And so I'm really happy with how things went with the Familial Dysautonomia fundraising stream that we did. That was a lot of fun. We did it for Mitchell, and that was really, really cool. But on June 1st, we are doing our next charity stream. And I really want us to try to promote this on socials. I want us to reach out to people, post it on X, post it on Twitter, post it on Reddit, and all that stuff. June 1st is Lou Gehrig's Day. And I am going to be doing 24 hours of baseball. And we're going to be raising awareness and raising money for ALS. That's what we're going to be doing. And I'm really excited about it. I really am. I cannot wait to even learn more about it myself. I'm going to be definitely doing some more research when I'm away and when I'm, preparing as the next couple of weeks come. But I think it'll be really cool, again, to just gather baseball fans together because this is what baseball is all about. It's about educating people and it's about building a community. And that's really what I want to do. I feel like that this is a part of my mission. I want to try to use the internet for good. And I want us to be able to continue to spread love and positivity to other people, especially people that need help. And I think it's important for us to do that. And I'm excited to share more awesome experiences with you guys. And I figure that this would be a really good one because it hits home for the baseball community. And if we can make a difference, if we can help out and just spread the word, that's what I want to do. That is, again, that's my purpose on here. So I'm really excited. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 pitch. And Pages is going to float one out over towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit. I thought maybe Tatis had a chance to catch that, but Andy Pages gets on with a bloop single. But yeah, I'm so excited. PAS, thanks so much for the redirects. Rising Rhino's also here. What's going on, Rising Rhino? How are you? PAS in the house. Let's go. Good to see you on here. The pitch is in there for a strike. Sean, sometimes there's a lot going on in chat. You know, if I don't think it's anything personal. The ball is one strike. Top of the 6th. And the 0-1 is up high for a ball. Go check out PAS. Pure Adrenaline Sports is the man. What a win for you guys, by the way. You guys put up 10 runs on the 12th. Insane. The pitch, ground ball, hit over towards second to throw the shortstop. There's 1, and the throw to first. There is 2, and that's a 4-6-3 double play. Rising Rhino does everything football. Go check out Rising Rhino. He is the man. Let's go. Bud, what's up, Bud? How you doing, my friend? Very, very good to see you on here. Oh, boy. All right, so it's a 1-0 ball game. San Diego got a solo home run from Miguel Andujar. And that's it so far. Michael King is pitching. He has 9 strikeouts in 5 2/3 of an inning. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. And Hye-Sung Kim will ground this one foul. PAS, shout out to you, man. Alex Caruso is at 7 threes for the OKC Thunder. Wow. 1-1 pitch. There's a line drive. Base it out over towards right field. Castellanos gets over to it, and Hye-Sung Kim pumps the brakes. And he will stay right where he is over at first in the top of the 6th with 2 away. Let's go, baby! Charles, good to see you on here, my friend. Great win for the Mets tonight. Charge! Here is Ohtani, and he's going to ground this one over towards the third base side. The catcher gets over to it. The throw over to first is going to go past the bag. Kim is now going to round third. He's being held there, and he was not going to go home. He almost ran through the brakes. And there's runners at the corners in the top of the 6th inning for the Dodgers. It was a short grounder hit towards the third base side. Rodolfo got there, tried to throw it to first. Ohtani would have beaten it out anyways, and Gavin Sheets just couldn't play it on the hop. And the right fielder had to go sprint after that baseball and make that cutoff throw. And Ruben Niebla is going to go out there to talk things over with his infield and Michael King as well. Let's go. Kevin, what's going on, man? Good to see you on here. Very, very good to see you.
Members, I got the vibe.
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. We got 93 people tapping on in. Let's go. All right, so 2 outs, top of the 6th. Mookie Betts is in the box. If you guys love baseball, definitely make sure that you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Betts 0 for 6 with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position this season. And on the first pitch, he pops it up and puts the bat down, and Fernando gets under it, waits for it, and makes the grab, and the inning is over. The Dodgers had a golden opportunity, and the Padres are able to hold them. Michael King gets himself out of the pickle that he was in, and Miguel Andujar will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning when San Diego returns. What a game. What a game. All right, who won? Oh my gosh, it's 101 to 99 San Antonio. Oof. Oh, that game. I knew that game was going to have a lot of juice. I knew it was going to have a lot of hype. That series. I can't wait to go watch those highlights. Mackenzie Gore left today's game with muscle tightness in his back. That's not good. It was just after 1 inning. They say that he got up gingerly after diving to field a slow roller over to the third base side. Although he wasn't immediately cleared if he was going to play or if that play contributed to his injury, he did remain in the game and got the next 2 outs, they say over on ESPN. But then he was taken out of the game. So, hopefully he's okay. Bad news for the Dodgers. This really sucks. Tyler Glasnow, who went on the IL because of back spasms back on May 8th, has been shut down from his throwing program after he experienced a flare-up. That's really not good. This guy has been just dealing with injuries, it feels like, every single year. And he just has another setback. He just can't stay healthy. I mean, he did really good last year in the playoffs, in the postseason, but just can't catch a break. Here's Miguel Andujar, who has had Yamamoto's number today. He'll hit a one-hopper over towards second base, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 1 in the bottom of the 6th. So that's a big blow there. One out, bottom of the 6th, and Gavin Sheets is in the box. The pitch. That'll be in there for strike 1. The ball is 1 strike. The Halos are playing against the A's. That game is currently in the bottom of the 6th. And there's no score. The crazy part is JT Ginn is doing something special right now. He has given up a walk, but he has struck out 7 and has been really good. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, swing and a miss. How about SGA with that bucket? That's crazy. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yamamoto kicks and fires, and Sheets is going to foul this one back over towards Will Smith's way. JT Ginn is doing something really special right now. 5 1/3, 7 strikeouts, just 1 walk. We'll keep you updated. The 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Yamamoto with a strikeout. And a big time one. 2 outs. Are we not talking about Fight Club with Jen? No. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Minnesota and Houston have resumed their game. They're in the bottom of the 6th. They were in a rain delay for quite a bit of time. The 0-1 to Manny Machado. Foul ball hit back over towards the screen. No balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the 6th. 2 outs to Manny Machado. The 0-2, and that's outside for a ball. That'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a scoreless game out in Anaheim. The A's have 4 hits. 1-2 pitch to Manny Machado, and that's low for ball 2. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yamamoto gets set at the letters, kicks, fires, swing and a miss, and Machado goes down on strikes again. All right. JT Ginn, 5 2/3, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk. We're gonna put this game up on the other screen. How many pitches does he have? JT has 72 pitches. He has 72 pitches. That would be crazy. Did that hit him? I don't think it did. Let's go into OT. What a comeback by the Thunder. That got him. That got Zach Neto. Interesting. Boy, oh boy. All right, let's take another sip of water, chat. So Neto got hit for the Angels. It must be really hot out in LA. It's working up a sweat. See a lot of short sleeve shirts too. The Texas Rangers are also coming back against the Colorado Rockies. They were down 7-3. It was really a 6-1 game, and now it's 7-6. And a base hit could tie the game there. Here's Freddie Freeman in the box, and Freeman takes strike 1 in the Dodgers game. It's no balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. That'll be taken just a bit down for a ball. The 1-1 to Freeman. That's down for ball 2. Michael King, 6 shutout innings. Jason Adam is warming up in the pen. 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the 7th. 1-0 San Diego. The pitch. That's outside for ball 3. So it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Whoever wins this game takes the lead in the NL West. The 3-1 pitch, here it comes, and Freeman fouls it back towards the screen, and the count is now full at 3-2. Kyle Tucker waits in the on-deck circle. The pitch is in there for strike 2. Wow, JT Ginn has been special through 6 innings. He just got Trout to ground out. He's only given up a walk. He has hit a batter, and they're going to the 7th. 3-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. Freeman goes down looking. I think he's going to challenge this. He is. Let's see. And that is just up high for ball 4. So he goes over to first base instead and gets on with a leadoff walk. Crazy. Once that A's game is back on, I think we're going to see if JT can make it 7 innings. Here's Kyle Tucker. And the pitch is outside for ball 1. to King Tuck. 1 ball, no strikes. 93 pitches for Michael King. The 1-0 pitch. That's a foul ball. And the count is 1-1. Come on, the A's got to get run support for JT. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next pitch, ground ball, dive and stop at first. Sheets throws it to second for 1. That's all that they're going to get, but that was a big-time play for Gavin Sheets. Freeman is out over at second, and there's 1 gone in the top of the 7th. So Freeman walks, and then Tucker grounds into a 3-6 fielder's choice. That was a perfect throw, too. Just an awesome throw. The toss back over to first, and that is not in time. Once the A's are back on, we'll let you know how JT Ginn is doing. The pitch. Foul ball. JT Ginn is 77 pitches. He has struck out 7 and has only walked 1 batter. The ball is 1 strike. That's to Will Smith. The 0-1 is high. The throw over to second base. And Tucker keeps his hand on the bag. That was really close. They're saying hold it a second. San Diego will say play on. Yeah, he was just safe. Tatis tried to swipe him over on the butt cheek. And he kept his right hand on the bag. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch popped up, skied over towards Gavin Sheets' way, and there's out number 2 in the top of the 7th. Michael King, 16 pitches in the first, 14 in the second, 16 in the third, 14 in the fourth, 13 in the fifth, 12 in the sixth, and 13 in the 7th so far. 2 outs. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Muncy, here he comes up to the plate. And Max stares at strike 1. It was a 4-seamer at 94 miles per hour. Muncy is 1 for 16 with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position. But he leads the team in homers. Pitch to Muncy. There's a fly ball. This one's hit out over towards center field. That's going to go back towards the track, but it's caught by Jackson Merrill for out number 3. Muncy hit it sharply, but Merrill makes an excellent catch. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. It is a 1-0 ball game. San Diego has the lead. Boy, oh boy. The A's just got a runner on. And again, when they go to the bottom of the 7th, we'll keep our eye on JT Ginn and his masterpiece that he has going on right now. And we'll keep the Dodgers game up on here. So if you want to see the Dodgers game in 3D, you can. But then we'll have a radio call of JT Ginn's masterpiece until something, if something happens. I can't jinx it. Do you think I jinxed it already, chat? Let me know. Oh, boy. The fact that it's still scoreless is crazy. Bottom of the 7th, San Diego is up. Very cool. No way you didn't, JJ. Okay, good. Good. Here is Xander Bogaerts up to bat against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Yamamoto gets set, kicks, fires, and Bogaerts grounds this one over towards short. Diving stop by Betts. The throw to first. It's not in time. Bang, bang play, though, as Bogaerts gets aboard. All right. Slipped on his back foot anyways, but he would have been safe. Charge! So Bogaerts is on. Here is Jackson Merrill, and he takes ball 1. It's low. One ball, no strikes. The pitch to Merrill, it's bunted foul. All right, Nick Kurtz just struck out for the A's. The inning is over out in Anaheim. When they come back, we got to see how JT Ginn does. One ball, one strike to Jackson Merrill. The toss back over to first, and that is not in time. Again, Ginn has 77 pitches. The 1-1, and it's up high and away for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yamamoto gets set, kicks, fires, and this is grounded towards the right side. The throw to second, there's one. That's all that they're going to get. They just got the lead runner out at second base. Merrill gets on with a 4-6 fielder's choice, and Bogaerts goes back to the dugout. For 6 fielder's choice. Xander is out. And here's Nick Castellanos. The pitch. And that's down for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. JT Ginn is out there to pitch. 1 ball, no strikes to Nick Castellanos. 77 pitches for JT Ginn, and he has been special so far today. This is the A's versus the Angels. No score, bottom of the 7th. Shanuel's in the box, and he fouls off the first pitch. Nick Castellanos, by the way, the count is still 1-0 to him. And just grounded the pitch foul. All right, no balls. 1 strike to Nolan Shanuel. Ginn has 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 0-1, foul ball. Too bad he doesn't have any run support. You think he could do it? 1-1, swing and a miss to Castellanos, and the throw to second base is not in time. So that means that Merrill swipes second base. No balls, 2 strikes. Jin kicks, fires, and it's up high for a ball. Don't tell me it's going to double overtime. Oh my gosh, dude, the sports tonight have been unbelievable. I don't know, he could have been out. No, he's safe. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 on the way to Shanuel. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Jin. That's now 6 1/3 of great baseball for JT. 2-2 is the count. Bottom of the 7th. That's to Nick Castellanos. Back to Jin's performance. Soler steps up to the plate, and he takes strike 1 at the knees. Again, we got the Padres game up there, so you can watch that. 0-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. This is insane. He got the call there. He's at 83 pitches. Castellanos just struck out for the San Diego Padres. Just struck out. 105 pitches for Yamamoto. The ball's 2 strikes. Jin versus Soler. The former Brave. The 0-2 pitch up high for a ball. JT Jin has gone 6 1/3. He's allowed 1 walk. He has struck out 8 and has been special today for the A's. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. Another strikeout for Jin. That's now 6 2/3 of great baseball. Laureano just grounds one over to shortstop for the Padres. The throw to first is in time, and that game's going to go to the 8th inning. Let's go. Drop another share in the chat for JT Jin. Here is Yohan Moncada. First pitch, line drive, foul ball. Wow. This is unbelievable. 6 2/3. No balls. 1 strike. Bottom of the 7th. 2 away. Jin versus Moncada. The 0-1 is outside for a ball. Just 5 hits for the A's. And only 1 walk for the Angels. The 1-1 pitch from Jin. Here it comes. And that is fouled back towards the screen. He's at 88 pitches. That doesn't help. One ball, 2 strikes. The windup, the pitch, swung on and missed, he got him! He strikes out the side! 7 solid innings for Jin! And he gets a standing ovation from the crowd! He has to go out there for the 8th. He has to go out there for the 8th. 7 innings, 10 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 89 pitches. When he's back out there, we'll let you know. Oh, man. You never know what you're going to see on here. Has to get run support, though. It's still a no-score game. Here's Andy Pages as we go to the top of the 8th inning, back out in San Diego. Jason Adam is on the mound. The pitch, that's in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Andy Pages. The 0-1 pitch. That's just a bit down for ball one. One and one is the count, and the pitch to Pages. Grounded over to third. Picked up by Machado. The throw to first is in plenty of time. And there's the first out of the 8th inning. Adam gets a big, big out there. It's scoreless, Morty. And they're going into the 8th inning now. He has 89 pitches. Brent Rooker just grounded out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. This is Teoscar Hernandez for the LA Dodgers. Once Jin is back out there, we are heading back to that game. The pitch to Teoscar. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 is the count to Teoscar Hernandez. He has to. I agree. 0-2 pitch. Bouncer, foul ball towards the left side. Soderstrom could use a homer for the A's. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 to Teoscar, another foul ball towards the left side. And again, if the Padres hang on and win, they then have the lead for the NL West. No balls, 2 strikes to Teoscar Hernandez. 0-2 pitch, and it's skied but fouled. Texas ended up losing to Colorado, by the way. Soderstrom just struck out. No balls, 2 strikes to Teoscar Hernandez. The 0-2 pitch, up high and away for a ball. And the count is now 1-2. Two and 2 now to Teoscar Hernandez. Kyle Hurt is warming up in the pen for LA. The 2-2 pitch to Teoscar, that's a foul ball. All right, the Angels and the A's are going to head to the bottom of the 8th inning, still scoreless. And JT Ginn, I believe, is going to go back out there for the 8th. He has 89 pitches. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Teoscar. The 2-2 pitch, and Teoscar fouls it off again. It's a long at-bat between Teoscar and Jason Adam. And again, we'll keep this Dodgers game up on here, but we're just going to call JT Ginn's performance. Teoscar grounds one over to third. Machado picks it up, fires it over to first, and there's out number 2 in the top of the 8th inning. He has to. He has to, chat. By the way, the Diamondbacks lead at 12-2 against the Giants. That's a blowout. 1-0 San Diego. Hye-Sung Kim is up to bat. Top of the 8th, 2 away. And Adam throws it outside for ball 1. Miguel Andujar's solo homer has been the difference of the game, and that came in the bottom of the 1st. Seattle's up 3-0 against Chicago. That sort of surprised me so far. That game's in the top of the 6th. This game has gone by really quickly, this San Diego-LA game. All right, here we go. JT Ginn's back out there. By the way, the 10 strikeouts is a career high for JT. We'll have Kim's at bat on the back burner. We'll let you know what he does. Joe Adell is up for the Angels, facing JT Ginn. First pitch, line drive, hit out over to center field. That's caught for out number 1. Just hit right at the center fielder, 1 away. 7 1/3, and he gets the first batter out. That was a pitch down the middle, too. Oh, my goodness. Did he get away with that? 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. Josh Lowe is up for the Angels. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Kim just fouled off the next pitch. It's a 2-2 count to Hyaesung Kim. No balls, 1 strike. Ginn gets set, and the 0-1 pitch is down for a ball. And that makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 walk and 1 hit by pitch. 1-1 is the count. Ginn kicks and fires, and that's down and in again for ball 2. Kim is still battling in his at-bat for the Dodgers. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ginn gets set and delivers the 2-1 pitch is down for ball 3. Come on, got to attack the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike to Josh Lowe. Still scoreless. JT Ginn has gone 7 1/3 with a masterpiece. Next pitch, there's another fly ball hit out over towards center field on the run to make the grab for out number 2. His Soderstrom. There's 2 away in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's still 3-2 to Kim. Crazy. 95 pitches, 7 2/3. Let's go. And Logan O'Hoppe, the former Philly, is coming on up. Oh, boy. Oh, gosh. Ginn kicks, fires, and O'Hoppe fouls it off. Kim just walked for the Dodgers, by the way, and Ohtani is up. The balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch to O'Hoppe. It's outside for a ball. He's at 97 pitches, 59 strikes, and 38 balls. One ball, 1 strike. Ginn kicks, fires, and it's down again for ball 2. That's pitch number 98. Ohtani just grounded a base hit out to right field. Hyaesung Kim's going to go over to third. The tying runs at third for the Dodgers. 2 balls, 1 strike to O'Hoppe. The 2-1 pitch, he pops it up. It's hit out over towards the shortstop. Hernandez gets under it. And there's 8 perfect innings so far. 8 great innings, I should say, as we go to the 9th. He's given up a walk. He's also hit a batter. And we're going to the 9th inning. JT Ginn, so far, so good. Let's go! That's awesome. Get this man a run in the 9th inning, please. Unbelievable. back to this Dodgers game. There's runners at the corners with 2 away. Do you send him out there for the 9th if it's still scoreless, chat? He's at 99 pitches. Do you send him out for the 9th? I think you got to get somebody warmed up in the bullpen, but I would do it. This is where they should get rid of the ghost runner, too, if it ends up going into extras. Correct. Correct, Deep Sea Gamer. I screwed up there. That was my bad. Here's Mookie Betts, top of the 8th inning. Tying run over at third for the Dodgers. And the pitch is in there for a strike. What if they don't give him a run in? I know. I was just thinking the same thing. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Betts. There's a ground ball hit over to shortstop, and the throw over to second is in time. And so we go to the bottom of the 8th out in San Diego. 1-0 Padres. All right, we're going to see if the A's can get a run here as they go to the top of the 9th inning. Ryan Zefferjan is going to pitch, and he will face Jeff McNeil. The pitch is up high for a ball. I don't think there have been a lot of times that as Phillies fans we've rooted for Jeff McNeil as a Met. As a fan. Crazy. Catfish Hunter style, baby. You talked about it before today. Oh, dude, come on. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 9th. The 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for a strike to Jeff McNeil. I don't see anybody warming up in the A's pen yet. One pitch to McNeil, swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 to McNeil, foul ball. One, 2. That's down and away for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch to Jeff. Another foul ball. Dodgers and Padres are back. San Diego leads at 1-0. And Duran is up to bat against Kyle Hurt for them. The 2-2 to Jeff McNeil. Another foul ball. It's working up the pitch count. Two balls, 2 strikes to McNeil. The 2-2 pitch on the way. McNeil flies one out over towards right field. It's not deep, though. And Adele gets under it, makes the grab for out number 1. Duran just grounded out over to short for the Padres, and there's 1 away in the bottom of the 8th. The last time the Angels were no-hit, September 11th, 1999. They just put up the graphic. Zach Geloff comes up for the A's, and the pitch is in there for a called strike. Tatis grounds one, and it hits off the pitcher, and it's going to go out to shallow right field, and Tatis is going to take a wide turnover at first, but he'll stay right there. That has got to hurt, literally and figuratively. It hit hurt, and that one has got to leave a mark. Slipped as soon as it hit him. All right, 1-1 to Zach Geloff in the A's game. And the pitch, line drive, base it out to center field. Geloff gets on with a 1-out single for the A's. All right, so let's go. Boy, did they need to get a run here. Andujar just flies one out over to right field for the Padres. That's going to be caught in foul ground by Tucker. There's out number 2. Charge! Okay, Lawrence Butler is up to bat. Top of the 9th inning. 1 out. Can the A's get a run? Timeout on the mound. Zephyrzhan is pitching. We'll see if they try to play small ball here. Gavin Sheets for the Padres is up. Gavin's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and the ground out. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Pitch was in there for a strike to throw the second base to get Tatis. He is out at second base, and the Padres and Dodgers are going to the 9th. All right, so that means that Mason Miller's going to come on in to try to seal the deal. Oh, man, his entrance is awesome. We talked about it before. There is. Exclamation point diamond zone, yes. The pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1 strike to Lawrence Butler. Can the A's get a run? Zephyrzhan gets set. And the runner goes. The pitch is outside. The throw to second base. Safe is the call. 2 balls, 1 strike. They got him in scoring position. Yes, exclamation point diamond zone should work. Try it. There we go. Nice. Geloff is at second. His hand, I don't think it came off the bag. No. Are they going to really review this to see if he's out at second? No. 2 balls, 1 strike. A base hit gives the A's the lead. The 2-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. They got Geloff over to second. Now the question is, does he have the guts to go to third? 2-2 pitch, line drive, hit out to center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Geloff's rounding third. The A's have a 1-0 lead. They break the glass in the 9th inning. Here comes Carlos Cortez. The pitch is outside for ball 1. They got the lead, and we'll see what happens in the bottom of the 9th. The Dodgers are back on. Freeman is in the box versus Mason Miller, and the pitch is up high for a ball. Wow. They got the lead. That definitely changes things. 1-0 pitch to Freeman. That's inside for ball 2. Cortez takes the pitch up high for ball 2 in the A's game. And the count is 2-0. Here's the 2-0 to Freeman, and that's down for ball 3. 2 balls, no strikes to Carlos Cortez. The 2-0 is way inside for ball 3 there. It's 3-1 to Freeman, and it's 3-0 to Cortez. The A's just got the lead on an RBI single from Lawrence Butler, and JT Ginn has to go out there for the 9th inning now. Freeman just walked, and so did Cortez. Cortez and Butler are on for the A's. Runners at first and second base with 1 out in the 9th inning. The Angels are getting some more arms warmed up in their pen as Shea Langeliers comes on up. Freeman's going to have a pinch runner. It looks like it's Dalton rushing over at first. I'll double check in a sec. Kyle Tucker up for the Dodgers, and he takes the pitch way up high for ball 1. Langeliers is up for the A's. He takes it up high for ball 1. The 1-0 to Langeliers. That's down for ball 2. Tucker's pitch is way up high for ball 2. Mason Miller has not looked like himself so far today. Ruben Niebla is going to go out there to talk to him. The 2-0 to Langeliers, that's inside for ball 3. Zephyr-Jen, he can't find the zone. What's going on with him? 3 balls, no strikes to Shea Langeliers. The 3-0 pitch to Shea, that's outside. Bases loaded for the A's. And still 1 out. And Nick Kurtz is up. That would be crazy if he did something here too. All right, 2 balls, no strikes to Kyle Tucker. Back in the Dodgers game. Tucker is up for the Dodgers. Kurtz is up for the A's, and there's a timeout in the A's game. 2 balls, no strikes to Kyle Tucker, and the 2-0 is way inside again for ball 3. Miller just has been out of sorts. Angels got 2 guys warming up in the pen. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 pitch up high for ball 4 for the Dodgers. Back-to-back walks allowed in a row by Mason Miller, and there's nobody out in the top of the 9th inning. We have a timeout taken in the Angels game. So with that, here's Will Smith for the Dodgers. Padres need a double play here. 1-0 San Diego. They got the lead on a solo home run from Miguel Andujar. The pitch to Smith, and that is just a bit low. It was a good idea, but the slider missed its spot. 1 ball, no strikes. Nine balls and 1 strike for Mason Miller. 1-0 pitch. It's inside again, but it's going to be challenged. Looks like it may have hit the inside corner. That was at 101. And that is a strike. San Diego still has both of their ABS challenges left. I agree, Haley. One ball, 1 strike to Will Smith. The 1-1 pitch. Strike 2, down the heart and soul of the plate at 101. Again, the A's are in a break. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Will Smith. Time is called by Will. Chase Silseth is going to face Nick Kurtz. It'll be lefty versus lefty. He just had has a birthday today. He's 26. 1-2 to Will Smith. The 1-2 on the way to Smith, and a foul ball. And now Nick Kurtz is coming on up to the plate with the bases loaded in the top of the 9th. They're looking for insurance here. 1-2 to Will Smith. Kurtz in the box now. Here's the 1-2 to Smith. And there's a check swing foul ball towards the left side. Kurtz's first pitch is down for a ball. 1-2 to Smith. A's are back on. The 1-0 pitch to Kurtz. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Will Smith. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left center field. It'll be caught by Merrill. There's out number 1. Call is going to stay right where he is. 1 away in the 9th inning in the Padres Dodgers game. And the 1-1 to Kurtz, and that's in the dirt. That almost got by Logan O'Hoppe. It is. They're in the top of the 9th right now. There's bases loaded. Nick Kurtz is up. We're calling 2 games at once, baby. All right, so in the A's-Angels game, it's 2 balls, 1 strike to Nick Kurtz. They just got the lead in the 9th inning on the RBI single from Lawrence Butler. Bases loaded. The 2-1 to Kurtz. And there's a grounder hit over to second base. The throw to shortstop. There's 1. The throw to first. That's a 4-6-3 double play. And the inning is over. They're going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Will Jin go back out there? That is the question. He has been great through 8 innings. Here's Max Muncy up for the Dodgers. The count is 0-1 to him. And Miller takes a step off the mound. And at this point, he has to go back out there. He has 99 pitches. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Muncy. Swing and a miss. The count is 0-2 to Max Muncy. Miller trying to get out of his jam. JT's going to go out there for the 9th. 0-2 pitch to Muncy. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. 2 outs in the 9th inning. In the Dodgers-Padres game. That was a nasty slider. JT Jin is going to go out there to pitch for the 9th inning. All right, 2 outs in the Dodgers game. Pages in the box, and the first pitch is in there for strike 1. 0-1 to Andy Pages. He's 0 for 1 in his career against Mason Miller. 0-1 to Pages. The 0-1 pitch to Andy, swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. All right, Jin is out there on the bump. The batter's going to step into the box momentarily. Drama out in San Diego and in Anaheim. All right, 0-2 to Pages. The pitch on the way, and he just got a piece of it. Adam Frazier is going to lead it off in the bottom of the 9th inning against Jin. The first pitch to Frazier, it's strike 1, right down the middle. Oh and 2 to Pages. The Dodgers are down to their final strike. But first, the 0-1 to Frazier, and that's fouled. Here's the pitch to Pages. Ground ball hit to third. They'll tag the base runner out, and the Padres shut out the Dodgers. Ball against San Diego. 0-2 pitch on the way. There's a line drive, and that's a base hit out to center field. The no-hitter is done. Adam Frazier breaks it up in the bottom of the 9th inning, and JT Ginn throws 8 no-hit innings, but can't get Frazier out, but he gets a standing ovation and a round of applause as well. Dang. Just couldn't get him out. It was a slider at the knees at 86. He just could not do it. 0-2, he had him. And you can tell that he's upset. They got him the lead, and he just could not get it. Just couldn't get him out. That was so close. Oh, I guess we got to see how this game ends. Is this Bryce Teodosio that's up? Dang it, that was so close. 8 no-hit innings for JT Ginn. And in the 9th, it's a leadoff single from Adam Frazier. Zach Neto is up to bat. Bottom of the 9th. Can we blame the announcers? Dude, it was 0-2. Dang it. I can't believe Miller shut the door against the Dodgers. That was looking really dicey there. The Padres now have the lead in the NL West, so that's huge. The pitch is down for a ball. It's 1 ball and no strikes. We'll put this game on the 3D right now, because why not? Oh, so close, man. Get the shutout. 1-0 pitch. It's called a strike. Neto's going to challenge. He will challenge, and it looks like that'll be ball 2. But we'll see what ABS has to say. It is a ball. So it's 2 balls, no strikes. The call is overturned. He has 104 pitches. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. And Neto flies this one out over towards center field. That's going back towards the track. And the Angels walk it off in the bottom of the 9th inning. Oh my goodness. The script has flipped. And just like that, the Angels win. They were getting no hit through 8 innings. Adam Frazier breaks up the no-hitter, and Zach Neto wins it. What kind of story is this? Wow. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Wow. That is unbelievable. The tables turned in the 9th inning after JT Ginn didn't give up 1 hit through 8. Frazier gets on with a single, and Zach Neto wins it. The A's also took the lead in the top of the 9th and made it 1-0, and the Angels steal it. Wow. That is unbelievable. What a night. Neto walked it off. Just 2 hits. And it came in the 9th inning. After they were down 1-0. This game was scoreless. And then it went to the 9th inning. Lawrence Butler got JT Ginn the lead. Made it a 1-0 game. Kurtz grounded into a double play with the bases loaded to end the inning. And Frazier on an 0-2 pitch breaks up the no-hitter, and Zach Neto wins the game. Oh, that is, who's the person on John Boy Media? She's a big-time Angels fan. I feel so bad for her. I feel so happy for her. That's, unbelievable. That's crazy. Baseball is wacky. I love baseball, too. I'm stunned. I've never been left shocked after a game. I don't even know what to say after that. Baseball is a crazy, crazy sport. He loses the game after he goes 8 no-hit innings. That's crazy. Is Major League Baseball scripted, chat? Is it scripted? That's insane. Swilly, that's right. That's right. You get the L after all that. Neto challenged the pitch before. Next thing you hear is bat to the track, and it was gone. I didn't even think it was going to go. And then it started carrying a little bit further and further, and then it just went on into the bushes. I'm so glad I stopped watching the Giants game, says DE. I'm stunned. I just posted on Twitter. Imagine throwing 8 no-hit innings. Your team gets the lead in the 9th inning, and your pitcher that's throwing the no-no not only allows a hit in the 9th, but also loses the game and gives up a walk-off 2-run homer. Baseball is crazy. That's a heartbreaker for sure. I feel for JT. He pitched his heart out tonight. Dude, that's... The question then becomes, obviously now this is going to be flipped on Mark Kotze. Should he have pitched the rest of the 9th inning? I'm just laughing because this game is crazy. I've never seen an ending like that. And you could even see that the crowd was sort of mixed. Like, some of the Angels fans were like, yeah, that's great. But they're also like, that's really odd. Even the Padres Dodgers 9th inning was entertaining. Yeah, it was. It was. Should we stay on for the rest of the Mariners game? They're up 3-1. Dude, I feel like we should talk about that. That's crazy. Astros actually have 2 runners on in the top of the 9th. I can't believe that game is still going on. We could go there. That's insane. The Astros are actually having the tying runner come on up to the plate. It's Yordan Alvarez. Oh, we got to watch this. Alvarez could tie it up on one swing of the bat. I can't believe that they lost. I'm literally shocked. I did not. I don't usually get shocked in baseball, but gosh, I'm stunned. I never, that was not even in my bingo cards. It just wasn't. That was not even in my bingo cards for tonight. That's the craziest thing. Wow. We're here for it. All right. Alvarez is up in the top of the 9th inning for the Astros. Oh, do they have 2 runners on? I don't know why I can't see it. That's a little bit odd. That's odd. There we go. Top of the 9th. Okay. There's a pitch and change in this game. I'm shocked. The way you called it, especially since you didn't think it was gone. I didn't think it was even going to go. No. You got to watch the highlights for that, man. What a sour taste. I've never been shocked before. Here's Yordan Alvarez up to bat. This Twins-Astros game got started at 8 o'clock, and then they were in a 2-hour rain delay, or an hour and a half rain delay. So they're in the top of the 9th. Taylor Rogers is going to face Yordan Alvarez. This should be something interesting. I wasn't prepared for that. Even when he gave up the hit, I'm thinking 1 hit, complete game shutout, and a walk-off was the last thing I thought would happen. All right, here's Alvarez. He's 1 for 2 with 2 walks and a single. Imagine if they tied it up here. That would be something. They've been down the whole game. There's nobody left. Alvarez takes the first pitch for a called strike. My dark humor brain said, what if Neto homers? Oh, so it was your fault. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just teasing with you. That was the last thing that came on into my mind. 1 ball, 1 strike to Yordan Alvarez. There's also the Mariners game on too, but that's in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 to Alvarez. The 1-1 pitch, and that's outside and low for ball 2. Scherzer had a perfecto broken up with 2 outs and 2 strikes in the 9th. This one ain't so bad. Did he lose the game? Did he lose that game? 2 balls, 1 strike to Alvarez. The pitch. Alvarez fouls this one off. Mariners have runners over at first and second with nobody, or with 1 out now. 2-2 to Yordan. I'm shocked. Next pitch, strike 3 called. Alvarez is going to challenge. Or wait, no, he's not. There's out number 2. And the Astros are down to their final strike. They're down to their final out. It's Christian Walker up to bat. I'm shocked. Oh my gosh. I didn't even think that that was possible. Here's Christian Walker. On the first pitch, Walker takes it just inside for ball one. That may have been like one of the weirdest games I've ever seen. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. We were talking yesterday about like the best games that we've seen. That was a good game. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike to Christian Walker. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Walker. And Walker flies this one foul over towards the right side. And that's going to go on out of play. All right, Astros down to their final strike. 1-2 pitch inside for ball 2. He got the no-no but lost the perfect game, so he got the win, but a perfect game is so rare. And with 2 outs and 2 strikes is brutal. No, for sure. I've just never seen anybody not only lose the no-hitter, but lose the actual game. The 2-2 is down for ball 3. Three balls and 2 strikes. The Astros are down to their final strike. And time is going to be called. Mariners have 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the crazy part, like the sad part, is that they just gave them the lead in the 9th inning. Like, that's the sad part. That really is, like that part is like what kills me. It's like they did just manufacture that run. It's starting to rain again in Minnesota. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes to Christian Walker. The 3-2 on the way. Walker grounds this one over to shortstop, and the throw over to first is in time, and that ball game is done. And the Twins, after what ended up being a 4-hour and 14-minute game, they actually are able to seal the deal against the against the Astros. And so they win their game, and they win by a score of 6-3. And it was a walk-off. I know. The pitch to Emerson. Fly ball hit out over to right field. Cole Emerson with his first homer of his career. It was a 3-1 game. And Cole Emerson, who came up yesterday for the Mariners, gets a big-time home run for Seattle. Everybody's standing up for him. What a moment for Cole Emerson. This game is special, man. That was a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 8th to make it 6-1 for Cole Emerson. That was awesome. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and that is a foul ball to Pareda. This is the last game. Dude, look at mom and dad. Oh my gosh. The whole family's out there. Dude, he had oh, dude, mom and dad are hugging each other. I think that's his grandpa hugging the mom. Oh, that's so cool. That's insane. Grandma's out there. Oh. That's unbelievable. Colt Emerson with his first homer. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to right field. And that game is going to go to the ninth. And so the final 3 outs of this game are coming on up. Guys, mark your calendars. May 18th of 2026. On this day, the New York Mets scored 10 runs in the 12th inning against the Nationals. Almost blew it to Washington. And they win 16-7. The Phillies on this day kept battling against the Cincinnati Reds. And Bryson Stott hit a go-ahead 2-run homer. Duran gets the save. Makes it 5-4. And then we see Christian Yelich hit a shot that goes off the scoreboard out in Chicago. And the Brewers win 9-3. We see a 1-0 shutout between the San Diego Padres and the Dodgers. And the difference was a Miguel Andujar homer. Miller comes in for the ninth, walks the first 2 batters, and then ends the game getting a save. The Diamondbacks put up 12 runs against the Giants, make it 12-2. Javier Sanoja and the Marlins beat the Braves 12-0. And then we see a no-hitter thrown by a pitcher for 8 innings. The team gives him the lead, and then they lose it in the bottom of the 9th. And then Colt Emerson hits his first Major League homer moments later. Insane. What a day. That pretty much sums it up. Did I miss anything else? I don't think I did. Matt Vierling also homered today. We missed that. The pitch. That's outside for ball 1. That's Jared Kelenic that's up to bat. That's just crazy that all this stuff has happened today. Yankees almost blew it to the Toronto Blue Jays. Unbelievable. One ball, one strike in the pitch to Kelenic. There's a fly ball. This one's hit out over towards deep center field. That's going to go back towards the track, but it's going to be caught by J-Rod. And there's out number 1 of the 9th inning. Insane. Remember this day. This might be like one of my favorite days of baseball. I mean, I did like the day where we got to see you know, I forgot. I did see a team break up a no-hitter. My memory was bad. It was last year. Yamamoto was pitching for the Dodgers, and it was a 3-0 game. And not only did they break up the no-hitter, the Orioles ended up winning, and that was on Cal Ripken Jr. night. I forgot about that, and I made the edit for BW. How could I forget about that? That was the best game last year. 1-1, foul ball. Anybody else remember that? Yamamoto had a no-hitter through 8 2/3. And then Gunnar hit that 2-run homer. And then they won 4-3 and walked it off. Here's Christian Peters, who homered earlier in the game. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 9th. And 1 out. Peters pops this one up out over towards the third base side, and that's going to be caught for out number 2. So one more out to go in this game. Crazy. Dude, that's so awesome that his grandparents are there and they got to see it. Top of the 9th, 2 outs. The pitch, foul ball, over towards the right side. Drew Romo is up. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And the final strike for the White Sox. The ball's 2 strikes. Andres Munoz is pitching. And the 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. And so the Mariners are able to win against the White Sox. They win 6-1, and they beat Chicago. The White Sox were hitting the ball very well, and they got silenced tonight by this Mariners pitching staff. And the Seattle Mariners come out victorious against the White Sox. They're now 23-26 on the season. What a night. Well, I was only just going to do the Dodgers versus the Padres game, but then I saw JT Ginn, and I was like, we got to keep our eye on that. You know, if we had more people for the Padres Dodgers, I would have obviously like done more with it, but that was really something. We got to see some awesome moments tonight, chat. This is why I love doing what we do. It's a really awesome thing, you know. We love the Phillies. We keep the Phillies at the forefront for the most part. But I really want to try to get more people that are into baseball into this. And I think you guys can see that. I'm very excited about what we're going to do for Lou Gehrig's Day. I think it'll definitely be a positive impact. Anything that we do is a plus. You know, that's the way that I look at it. So, as long as we can spread the word, get more people to come on and support, my job is that. That's my job. To educate, to let people have fun, and to make a difference. And tonight's baseball games were special. This was really cool. May 18th. I will always remember this. We've got to spend so many awesome moments together this year through the World Baseball Classic, through a lot of Phillies comebacks, and a lot of great games recently for the Phillies, and then we get to see awesome stuff like this. It doesn't get any better than this, chat. Nope. All right, I love you guys very, very much. Lila Tove, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Great games. And just more really cool moments that we got to spend together. And that's what I value. I value quality time. And we had some awesome quality time tonight, chat. All right. I love you all. And I will see you all in the next one. Tomorrow, Phillies, Reds. Be there or BJ squared. Bye.